Perfect. Okay. Cool. Oh, what shirt you rocking, Chermo?
Bro,
Wake your ass up.
Look, bro.
That goes crazy.
primitive.
That's a nice little primitive.
See me? See me out here?
I did.
Oh my goodness.
Flying Nimbus jersey. Where you at, TDub?
Well,
What you got on?
you know, like Tanjiro, you know, my kimono.
That is. I'm not even gonna lie.
Here.
That is lit, low-key. And I always wanted one. I'm gonna get one before I die.
Yeah, dude.
No, you
Before you die, why so
That's not just a
drastic?
it's just a bucket list thing, you know.
Ah, okay.
Are you drinking water out of a mug?
Tea, my brother. Green tea. I got my water. Right here. That big boy. Got that big boy right there. Oh, look, y'all see that? Y'all see that?
Hey.
Okay.
Then
You take it to the gym?
I got it's too big. Got high school.
I need more. Hey. I need more anime stickers.
Anime shop. So, what episode is this? 3, right?
Yeah.
Episode 3, 100%.
3.
That'll Chopstick
3.
Podcast. Welcome. I am your host, Stro, as you can see on the screen. T-Dub, say what's up to the homies.
Hey, everybody.
We got T-Dub with the Demon Slayer background. I got the Planet Namek background. And we got the homie Chermo with...
Madara background.
Madara's doo-doo.
Madara.
No, I'm kidding.
He's not doo-doo.
One of the most OP characters ever.
Yes.
No debate.
Yes.
So yeah. We took a week off.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Had to get some stuff situated, but we back. I just want to touch on some anime news, or I guess some anime shows that are popping right now before we dive deeper into the episode. Attack on Titan, the final season, episode 1 aired last week. This is was it Friday? No, Saturday the 12th right now.
Yeah. Episode 2 comes out tomorrow.
I'm so excited.
Sundays.
No, it's crazy because I thought it came out like in the middle of this week until my boy texted me like late at night. He like, bro, you watch Attack on Titan yet? I was like, oh, it's out? I literally stopped everything I was doing and watched it right on the spot. I had to check it out. So I've seen it. T-Dub, you've seen it, correct?
Seen it.
Chermo, you have not,
No.
right? Okay. T-Dub, what are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, first episode, you know, with, you know, spoilers, I'm going to keep it at a minimum because Chermo is taking the long route.
Yeah.
And
try
recapping
our
over
best.
everything, which I feel like I should have done. I should have watched.
I wanted to, but I
season 1
waited
through
too
3 all
late.
over. Yeah, it was too late. I was like, I gotta watch it. I was very confused. I'll say that right there for its reasons. The characters, you know, very confused off the rip. But as the episode kept going and things started to click, and I was like, wow,
the pieces
okay.
started to come together, right? Yeah.
I'm like, and I've had the manga spoiled to me before, like voluntarily, because I wanted to know. I couldn't help it. I'm excited. I can't wait to see them put these things in perspective, and it's tying things in with season 1, and like the little things you didn't notice, and it's like, oh, that was
Right.
because of that. Like, I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait for these episodes.
So like what I did, because like I said, I wanted to rewatch the entire series, but I just didn't have the time for it. I just watched like some recaps on YouTube, honestly. Like a few creators put out like, you know, here's what you need to know going into the final season. But that's what I did instead of, you know, having to rewatch it. But what did you think about the animation style? Because Mappa has taken over for the last season of it. Mappa's been killing it with God of High School, which the animation was good. The show, that can be saved for a later date. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I'm missing one that they're doing as well right now, or in the summer or fall. But now we're with Attack on Titan. How do you feel about the change in like animation style?
Well, I can see it because the anime, well, the content of itself, it has changed so drastically, their focus in the storyline. So I feel like they had like a fresh start. They weren't using the same kind of stuff that we're used to seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's so new, so they had a little bit more leeway in what's acceptable and what's not.
Right.
I didn't notice too heavy of a difference because the character style is pretty much still the same. Their facial expressions, as crazy as they are, I remember one character being like, his face is distraught or like, scared but not scared. It was like really, really interesting emotions, and they portrayed them well. All of my recognizable characters still looked like them, so I'm not really
You
took
thought
a
so?
good direction.
I thought
without spoilers, because they're not exactly them.
It's not spoiling too much, but Reiner looked a lot different. Well, I mean, older.
Well,
but he looked different though.
Yeah, because I believe he was younger.
Yeah, because this takes place, what is it, 9 years after or 4 years after the last season? It's like 9 or 4. I know it's one of those numbers, I think.
Honestly, I think this was set in the past. No spoilers, Chermo. I'm trying to keep it to a minimum, but I'm pretty sure this is a flashback of where
okay, I see where you're going.
Things started popping off and how things became the way they were, because obviously you have Titans, and up to like season 3 you didn't really know where Titans came from. You just knew they were there and they were a problem,
right?
In Aaron's perspective. And it's nice to see that. I feel like it's an origin story, like a flashback origin story, like, oh, this is where we came from, and then hopefully we get to
this is how we got to the
hopefully then it jumps back to what's going on now. And why is it relevant.
I get that. Yeah, I didn't think about that theory, to be honest with you, until just now. So I don't know, eager to see where they go with it. I haven't read the manga, so I'm like blind going into it. I stay away from like comments and spoilers and stuff like that because I don't want my experience ruined. So I mean, I can't really talk too much more about it because Chermo over here hasn't watched it. We don't want to spoil it for him, but
my bad.
Actually, Chermo, has your Attack on Titan experience changed? Because I remember you tried before and it was a tough pill to swallow. Has that changed because of the hype, or?
I mean, no,
it's still a tough pill.
I'm still like 50-50 on it. I mean, I'm really only watching it because of because of y'all mostly, but my roommates too. They were literally like, bro, the episode was so good, and I was like, I guess I'll try again. And I'm about to finish the first season, so
okay. I'm not gonna lie, first season was very hard for me to get through too, because it was so different from what I'm used to in animes. I was like, okay, they're kind of dark.
I love that's what I loved about it. It was so dark. I was like, oh
yeah, and I was like, wow, they have no chill killing people off. I was like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, when the first episode, mom got ate, I was like, oh yeah, let me watch this real quick. Let me see what this show's about.
That's what my roommates, they're like, just get past the first season and then you'll be fine. Okay.
I mean, can't really like force it. So I mean, we got to give a shout out to Chermo because we're kind of not forcing him to watch it, but he's not the biggest fan of Attack on Titan, and that's okay.
Highly recommended.
It's not his cup of tea.
You never know.
Cup of tea. Get it?
Okay.
No, but okay. So we touched base on that. Want to transition over to Jujutsu. So last we recorded, I'm pretty sure neither of you had started it, or y'all was like kind of just in the first few episodes or whatever. What's the status update for you, Chermo?
I'm on 7 now. I finished the rest of 6 last night. Yeah.
Okay.
So at what was the last episode about? Do you not remember?
That was so like that was last night. It was like 3 a.m. and
not the anime binge.
I was just like,
I had to watch the newest episode of it before I went to bed. I ended up watching it around like 12:30 at night.
Episode 11, correct?
Yep, episode 11. It was good. It was mixed emotions. It had his lightheartedness. I don't even want to spoil it because yeah, never mind. I can't even really. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So I'm gonna really need y'all to catch up because I really do want to talk about some stuff that happened.
Please, I just finished episode 3 too.
It's so good. Like
the show itself.
It's so good, bro.
Yeah, the show itself. I liked it.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype around it going into it. And I was hype about it because I got like, when I seen the trailers, I got like Parasite vibes, Parasite the Maximum, kind of mixed with, I don't know, like Hunter x Hunter and stuff like that. And so I was excited going into it, and it's definitely lived up to the hype for me. Possibly even exceeded it. I had higher expectations for out of high school leading up to the show, but I was disappointed with the show. This one I didn't have as high as expectations as I did for out of high school, but it's blown my expectations by far.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what episode Chermo's on. What episode are you on, T-Dub, Ashley?
I just finished when
Chermo.
the third character, after he got admitted into school and they picked up their last member of their 3-person team.
Oh, so they picked up.
I think it's 3-person. It may be more than that.
They picked up the female. I forget her name.
Yeah, and they did with her like Bob the Builder, hammer and nail.
That was pretty sweet. Her power, that was kind of dope.
She's an interesting character. Not gonna lie, like she rubs off very rough. So I don't know.
Starting out.
Yeah, hopefully later on she warms up to the crew and they become more.
Yeah,
I feel like that's the direction
she does.
But
if you didn't want to,
I was like, what is this? Another Team 7? Like literally, they have a carefree sensei who's extremely powerful that he lets on. We're very chillax. You got one who's super cool and
suave,
kind of
laid back,
about emo-ish. Like I don't really care about all y'all. I just do what I gotta do.
Fushiguro, I forget. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it starts with the F.
Yeah, and then our main character, who's like, I don't want to say Naruto-esque, but like, yeah, like he's
just kind of a numbnuts, kind of airhead type.
With amazing self-control, like who would have thought that he can just like suppress off the rip? Because that never happens. I haven't seen too many anime where they're just like, oh yeah, suppressed, and it's like, but there's no fighting, no inner. When a resolve is that strong, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, you'll definitely. So at the point you're at, I mean, the next few episodes are definitely going to start to take off for you. So I'm really excited for you because, I mean, another thing I like about this show is they waste no time with just like the plot and the pacing. I think the pacing for this show is perfect. I think some shows are either too fast or too long. I think the pacing for this show is really, really good. So it's really going to start to take off for you because I think you're around episode like 3 or 4.
4. So when they're supposed to go to the school with the prison with the embryo in the sky, that was weird. I can't wait to see what that's about.
So they haven't gone into the school yet for you?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, you have to let me know what your thoughts are on the first. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I can't wait to see that.
Man, like I said, they waste no time. Turner, you said you're on 7. So the last episode for you, homie was about to fight. Like the last scene is when he pulled up on him.
Yep.
So basically, T-Dub, Chermo's about to see the sensei fight for the first time.
Watch sensei do his thing.
Yeah. And
okay,
so, Chermo, your webcam.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Hey, he's back.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm excited for both of y'all because I mean, honestly, y'all are both at really good points. I'm at a really good point. Like I said, the show is just, the pacing is so well, and then they eventually introduce like a handful of new characters that they waste no time implementing into the story itself. And so Jujutsu by far it's probably my favorite like fresh anime that I've watched since. Have y'all seen Vinland Saga? Vinland Saga. It's on Amazon Prime. It's on Amazon Prime.
Where they're like
Vikings.
And
yes.
I've seen a couple episodes, not too much. I liked it, but I don't know why I stopped.
That show, I believe, is fucking amazing. It is fucking amazing, and I think Jujutsu is another one up there with me. Like, if you haven't given like an anime grade, or you know how they do like SA, they're a borderline S for me. I really like Jujutsu a lot, so really excited for that. But to kind of get into what we actually wanted to talk about is T-Dub thought of this topic: lessons that you have learned in anime. And so when you say that, are you saying like lessons that you like taken from anime and applied it to your life? I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Or just,
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely like lessons you've taken from anime and applied to your life, whether that be through the overall plot of the anime or a particular character in a particular anime that you resonated with, and the way the character went about things through the anime, you learned something from that and used it in your IRL life.
Right. Okay. So do you want to kickstart with one of the lessons that you like or that you?
Yeah, I would say one of them is from the anime Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Oh, let's
go. I still gotta watch it.
One. Yeah, definitely watch it. This won't be spoiler free because it's just lessons I learned through it.
Oh, don't hold back. Don't consider me when it comes to talking about it.
It's just because the main character, you're setting in a world where people's thoughts being thought about them, like your perceptions to other people, like in school when you have people who talk about you, rumors and things like that, they affect you in the real world, and they do affect us. You don't see it. And in this anime, it shows where it actually takes a physical effect on them. And so what I learned is more like facing your fears, because the main character has to literally face, and he had to learn to deal with his inner workings and his not caring about what other people thought in order to help others and to live on his life. Also to be like careful what you wish for. One of the characters, she was always in the limelight. She was an actress, very popular, always seen in the public eye, and she didn't want that anymore. And she basically wished to be invisible, and for a moment in time, she actually was. Nobody saw her. She wasn't being recognized like in stores. Like her own mother didn't know who she was. Like strong desire took manifestation in real life for her.
So I want to make sure I'm hearing you right. So essentially you had this female celebrity, and she did not like the fame, and she wanted,
she grew tired of it.
Yeah. And so like those thoughts and those desires of not wanting to be famous actually manifested, and then she basically wasn't seen by anybody. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Until your main character came across her, and that's why she's Bunny Girl Senpai, because he caught her trying to, in a bunny girl suit, trying to be seen, because she was like, what's going on? But seeing her dealing with that and dealing with a lot of things, she had issues with she was a child star, and having a parent as a manager, and I can imagine how many issues that caused socially for her.
I feel like that never ends well. It's like when your parent is like your manager or your
they either become too parenty or completely separate, and they're not your parent at all.
Right.
And I just never seen that in the anime, and I was like, wow, like the people go through these things. Or like online bullying. One character goes through online bullying to the point where all of a sudden she gets cuts all over her body, as if like those feelings are hurting her, and they physically start hurting her, and she decides to like not go to school. She stays at home, so isolated from the world because she's afraid of what people say about her, what they think about her. And I thought that was groundbreaking for an anime. I'm like, who are they asking? Who are they talking to? Because these are real situations. And I was just very impressed.
So, like, if you could put like the lesson that you're elaborating on into like a few sentences from Bunny Girl Senpai, like what would that be? Is it like, be careful what you wish for? Is it
I would say, one, be careful what you wish for sure. Two is that sometimes to overcome your troubles, they're start inward first. Your insecurities are solved inward than outwardly, and that once you settle your insecurities inside, what people say about you, what people think about you, no longer matters.
Damn, I mean, we should have saved yours for last because that was deep.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna top that.
That's
man.
what I'm saying.
That's the thing.
Fuck.
Lessons are lessons. You know.
Wow, mine ain't that deep.
I mean, mine could get deep, but that's
Hey, I mean,
that's solid. Sheesh.
So watch it, and then tell me what you think, because it's deep.
Because Chermo, you finished the whole anime, right?
Yeah, and the movie, bro. Man.
Is there an additional season for that show, or is it just like a one and done? It's a one and done.
It's that season, and then there's a movie that basically takes place like right after. It's like
Okay,
it's
like a
like
little
an hour
sequel.
and a half. Yeah.
Okay.
It's so good. Oh man, it's
So
good.
were you able to relate to some of T-Dog's points? I mean, I said
Yeah.
T-Dog, T-Dub. Sorry. Oh my
Yeah.
god, bro. Is that Cyberpunk? Is there a character named T-Dog?
No, T-Bug.
T-Bug. That's what I'm thinking. I've been playing too much Cyberpunk, man. my bad.
It's all good.
So I mean, honestly, with every anime I watch, I try to take something from it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just do a light one, especially you coming off of a heavy one like that. This one's real short and simple for me, but it's something that has kind of molded my perspective or like reignited my perspective on life. But harping back to God of High School, what's the main character's name? Jin Mori.
Jim Mori.
His grandfather, Jin Taijin. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but literally his motto is "Do what you want."
Mm-hmm.
And it's that easy, that simple, that clean, but it's so much stronger for me because like we've always lived in a society where you're gonna be judged no matter what you do. You know, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
And so, you know, just do what you want because you're gonna be judged regardless. And so it's like, and kind of what you were just saying, T-Dub, like you get to the point where other people's opinion of you don't matter. As long as you're like your organic, authentic self, you're going to find people that you vibe with and you connect with, and you're going to naturally draw those people that are meant to be a part of your life. You're going to naturally draw them to you as long as you're organic. And so, I don't know, I just think about, you know, how it's, you know, if somebody, for example, wants to be a Twitch streamer or a YouTuber or a social media influencer, they tell their parents that their parents like, nah, that's stupid. You know, go to school, you know, get your degree, you know, work a 9 to 5 and do this and do that. And they try to burn that into your head, and it gets to the point to where, like for me personally, like thankfully my mom didn't do that to me, but I've had people around me that kind of did that. And I was at a point where I'm like internally battling with myself from like, okay, do I want to do what I'm passionate about, or do I want to do what is socially accepted? You know what I'm saying? Then I used to always be at a struggle with that. You know, that struggle came back to me earlier this year. And, you know, ironically, with everything that was going on with COVID and all the social justice stuff, and I'm not trying to make this about any of that, but around that time, God of High School did air. Like I said, I was excited for it, as I said earlier in the podcast. And when I heard him say that line, like I've always told my grandson this, and he said, "Do what you want." It just resonated with me so well, because I felt like that's what I needed to hear at that point in time to put me in a position to do what I want and not give a damn about what anybody else has to say. So that was an enlightening moment for me. I mean, it was a lesson as well, but it's just something simple like that if the timing is right, you know, depending on the person, it could be life changing. And it's not just me. Like my boy, he was actually my coworker, and he was working. We were both working at the same job, and he was working He didn't like his job at all, and you know, me and him are big anime guys, and so he ended up finding another job that's more suited to him. And he was like, man, I just been thinking about, you know, got out of high school when Granddad said do what you want. That just kind of sit with me. It sits with him, excuse me. And so it's stuff like that. Like, people don't understand that can have a big impact on your life. You know what I'm saying? Now he's working a much better job that he's happy doing, and one line from an anime helped push him towards that. And so I just think that, you know, just depending on how you take these messages, it could really be big or huge for you. That's one of my lessons.
Mamoru Uchiha, bro. I had a really tough time last year, right? And I don't know why he popped into my head like back in February, somewhere around there, and that's when I started working out again. And I always just think about his quote, nothing ever goes unplanned in this accursed world. I know what you're talking about. It sounds familiar. Don't knock on me, but I did watch Naruto in dub. I did. Okay.
We'll let that slide.
His quote was, "Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world," and that was the whole reason where, he wanted to do the infinite Tsukiyomi
to put everybody under,
and then everybody make their own reality,
right?
You know, and so I kind of took that as like, I mean, not I'm gonna fall under an infinite Tsukiyomi, but like I actually have control as if I was in one, and I'm going to make my own reality. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to like it's kind of like what you were like putting on Stro, like go do what you want, but like kind of like, since it's my world, literally, like, because I used to be like so selfless and not self-centered, and I feel like when Madara started like popping up in my head, I kind of like let me be the center of attention, let everything else revolve around me, and I kind of like just became more selfish. But like, that sounds so bad, actually.
No, it doesn't, because I mean, and that's
right.
That's one thing that I've like had a problem with, is people saying like you're selfish. Like your happiness, you come first. Like I'm one of the most giving persons that like I personally know, honestly, but you come first. You know what I'm saying? And so I get that. And being selfish isn't bad at all, especially if you're selfless, because people will take advantage of you if you're selfless.
Yeah, that's why like it hit like super like home to me, because like the rest of the quote is, you realize that in this reality only pain, suffering, and futility exist. So like that's why I took that. I don't know why I took it like so to heart, and I'm like, let me be selfish now. Let me push everything away and just worry about myself. So like this entire past year, I've just been working on myself, and that's just like that. The lesson for me is like, do you and forget about everybody else.
Yeah, live in your own reality and stop living in other people's. But you feel good though, right?
100%. I've never felt better.
That's good to hear, man. And so I actually want to ask this question. So all those quotes and stuff that you were just talking about, Chermo, do y'all think like the author of anime that writes like dark, twisted stuff like that, they obviously have to be going through something themselves
100%.
for them to like. So I'm like, damn. When especially when I watch dark anime or like dark moments like that, I'm like, damn, like what is they going through to make them want to write this out or to create this moment? Because that's some dark shit.
Yeah, that's so deep, like so deep, like.
And you always find it's the anime that hides it behind, fight scenes, or like there's something in the forefront and then he has his true feelings and intentions in the background. And sometimes it gets overseen because, you have your iconic fights, your power-ups and things like that. And you're like, wait, they have deeper meanings. So if you don't look, closer, you miss this kind of stuff unless
Right,
you're
100%.
on the same, going through the same things.
And I feel like you said that perfectly, Tito, because I feel like Chermo at that time was just kind of going through something similar, which made him be able to relate to Madara at that moment. Like me, when Madara got revealed and when they were going through all that stuff, I didn't pay, like, I remember that quote, and I remember when he was talking about his plan to put everybody with the reality and all that. But I didn't think too much of it at the time. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of brushed it off. But from Chermo's perspective, he like, damn, that shit hit home. So you just never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
So that's crazy, and that's honestly really cool to hear that one of my homies to take that in an entirely different context, and it kind of changed your life for the so.
That's good. Yeah.
I mean, staying on the topic, there's obviously like cliche lessons in anime, right?
Yeah.
The Goku, Naruto, you know, work hard, get stronger, overcome your obstacles and stuff like that. So kind of want to leave those out if we can, because they're so cliche and they're so like, oh, okay, that's kind of an obvious one. Another one that really resonated with me was Parasite. Either you watch Parasite?
I've seen a couple episodes.
I've seen
Either of you?
the first episode.
So do y'all know the plot around it? Like
The fact that they have
the
parasites and they're fighting each other.
like the alien takes over Shinichi's arm and stuff like that. Yeah. So obviously, like Shinichi, he's the main character. Him having his whole life turned upside down. He was going through stuff and stuff like that, and the story progressed and whatever. But there were moments where he would be in like a dire situation, and he would like start to panic and lose focus and lose his train of thought. And the alien, the parasite on his hand, would be like, "Hey, I could like read your heartbeat. I can see that you're like stressing and stuff like that." He's like, "I need you to calm down. I need you to focus on your breathing, and I need you to level out." And he would like do it, and just like the moment that it happens, it would just be so like sweet for me personally, because it's like, damn, he's worried about dying, and now he literally changed his train of thought, and now he's just like in a calm, cool, collective state, and now he's like deciphering the situation differently, and he's able to, you know, get out of that situation a lot more efficiently, as opposed to kind of a fight or flight type shit. You know what I'm saying? And so that's something with me, like, especially when I started meditating and stuff like that. But I think just having a calm, cool, collective mindset it's quiet, but it's really strong. And so like just seeing that moment in Parasite for me, and it happened a few times, but that's something that I took home with me, and I kind of practiced that, and I kind of try to live by that. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Parasite, I highly recommend y'all watch Parasite, especially if y'all are enjoying Jujutsu. It's not as wide as Jujutsu in terms of just like the story and the plot, but it's a really good anime. One of my top 5s.
Wow. Okay.
Parasite's a masterpiece. Does not get talked about enough, I think, in my opinion.
I had one. I had another one.
Go ahead.
Darling in the Franxx. What can I say?
Okay.
What can I say? I mean,
try not to spoil. Come on.
Oh no.
Okay. I got like 4 more episodes.
Okay. So,
but I understand if you need to.
Nah, I won't spoil it. I can't. But I mean, it's kind of like the entire plot, you know. Actually, Never mind. Maybe I won't say that one.
You gotta wait. Damn.
No, but I mean, I had a backup one, because I didn't know if you were finished or not, so I had a backup.
Yeah, what's the backup one? Let's play it safe.
Hunter. You know, Jin.
How am I not? Sorry, Hunter's my favorite. I didn't think of any lessons from that show. I'm tripping.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of not like a lesson. It was just kind of like, since like Jin's always gone, you know, he was always gone, never would Gon. And then even when Gon was there, he was kind of like joking around while the chairman arc. kind of just jokester the entire time.
Hmm.
It was kind of like, don't take life so serious, and just like enjoy the little things.
Yeah.
I mean, it like there wasn't ever like a quote I got from it,
But just
like,
his whole persona.
it's
Like,
just, yeah, just
personality.
like the entire thing, like just have fun with your life. Go like, what am I trying to say? Like, just enjoy the little things. Like he was just having fun by himself on a chair.
Yeah, I got that from him as well. Just kind of how he's really lighthearted. There's a
Yeah.
few other anime characters that I feel were the same. I just can't remember or recall off the top of my head, but I do like characters
Yeah,
like
same.
that just don't. Oh, TW would know. It's from Bleach. It's it's one of the captains. He's like the cool, suave captain. Do you know what I'm talking about? He has like the little hat on, I think it's a straw hat. I don't know.
Kurutsugaya? Or no, which one? Or the one that helps Ichigo all the time?
No, it's the one that
Not the ice one.
he's kind of like a little. He's not a pervert. I'm gonna have to look him up. Give me a
Oh,
second,
I know
and
you're
I'll
talking
show you
about,
one.
Him, yes.
That's my guy.
Yes.
But he was a dude, like, when kind of Chermo, same situation as you, or Jin, but like when Soul Society was like going up in flames and shit like that, he was just so like chill about it. He like, it's not that
Yeah.
serious. Whatever
Yeah.
happens. So yeah, nah, I agree with that.
Would you say you see that a lot in different animes? Like mine was also Trigun.
I never seen
I
Trigun.
don't
That's
know
an
if
older
it's
one, right?
It's an old one. It's an
Mm.
oldie but goodie right there. And it goes through the same one of, living a more carefree lifestyle and, not taking things too serious. And this guy was like, had a huge bounty on his head. Everybody's coming out to get him. And he was just living life. He's like, love and peace was his thing. Love and peace. He's like, and I realized sometimes you just gotta step away. And you may have like a past where, you could have been a freaking mercenary, and then you come back from that, you're like, look, life is too short.
It
to
is.
be wanting to die, every 2 seconds. So you just, love and peace. I just want to live in peace, do my thing,
Right.
go where I want to go, live the life I want, and not have to leave that behind. And so it's like, yeah, just, love and peace. Very 70s, vibe, but no.
I like it though, because like, man, I used to stress over like every little thing, man. Like
Yeah,
every little
honestly.
thing, every little
Mhm.
small thing that
Yeah.
that if it didn't go my way, I would just get like a little bit annoyed about it. Then those things would start to pile up throughout the day or throughout the week, and then I'd just be mad at everything and everything, at anything and
Yeah.
everything. And it's like,
Yeah.
but what am I so angry for? Like,
Yeah, I
there's
completely
it's
understand.
like I need to get my shit together, man.
Yeah.
And so yeah, just living carefree, just doing what you want. I mean, I feel like all of these lessons that we kind of discussed up to this point, it kind of comes together under one umbrella. Just do what you want and
Yeah.
don't stress about
Do
it.
you.
You know,
Yeah.
just have fun with the shit. There was one more that I wanted to touch on, and at least for me, Tokyo Ghoul. So when Kaneki became a ghoul, right, and he had to
Mhm.
transition over to their lifestyle and stuff, and I forget the exact scene, but he was pleading to one of the guys that hunt the ghouls. I forget their names, but he was pleading to one of them like, "We're just trying to live our life. We're trying to live our life in peace, and you guys are out here killing us like savages." So he's like, which one of us is the actual monster in this scenario?
Mhm.
And me personally, I think humans, we're a shitty race. I think we,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean,
We're definitely not perfect. That's
yeah, I mean, we're greedy. We kill animals for sport. I mean, killing animals for, I'm trying to go vegan, but killing animals for food is different. Killing animals for sport, excuse me, I can't get with at all. I can't respect that. And so I just think that that question was like, damn, like humans, that kind of made me like open my eyes and think humans really are just like, we are monsters when it comes down to it. And then kind of the same scenario. I'm happy you brought up Hunter x Hunter, Chermo, with the King Ant when he was talking to Netero before they fought. Do y'all remember that conversation?
If you say something, I bet you.
So like King Netero was trying to sit down and have a talk with Netero. He like, listen, I want to hash this. I want to hash this out. I want to have ants and humans to be able to live together.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, Netero was like, nah, that can't happen.
Nah, that can't happen.
Yeah, and he was like, listen, he said, if you beat me, if you get me to talk, I'll tell you your real name or something like that.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it was the whole premise around that conversation was like, Meteor was like, why do we have to fight? Like, why does it have to be like this? Like, it shouldn't have to be like this. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
yeah,
we ants, I want us to be able to live in peace and harmony, but you humans are trying to, run us out. Mm-hmm. And so kind of the same thing with Tokyo Ghoul, in that it's just that watch these shows and you think that, well, you're made to think that the monsters are the bad guys, right? The ghouls, the ants, and stuff like that, and they are, right? But we're the bad guys as well, in a certain sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's something that has helped me kind of open my eyes and look at it from a different perspective. Like, humans we aren't the best. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I wish this world was full of dogs. Everything would be perfect.
Full of dogs.
Well, dog is so pure hearted. I don't know. But yeah, that's another one that I want to touch on.
Really took my overall lesson. I just gave it in the sense of Trigun.
Oh, my bad.
But no, it's just like a lot of. That's the one thing I appreciate from anime. You sometimes learn a lot of the same lessons through different anime. Like, a lot of mine maybe, older anime or even like slice of life type of anime, but it's nice to know that sometimes you can still have the same learn the same things from all different areas. One is Snow White with the red hair, and I know you mentioned staying away from the whole train hard aspect, like in Dragon Ball and Naruto, like the overall training hard to ascend even further,
surpass your limits.
Yeah, exactly.
Go beyond plus ultra, dude.
Oh, plus ultra. I'm surprised no one said My Hero, but
I know, right?
Maybe because they all go about it the same way. They all train the same way to get higher. In this case, Snow White with the red hair, this girl lived in a village, and she became an herbalist, which is like back in the day when they like start making medicine and whatnot. Right. And she realized that she wanted to make medicine for more people, and she came in contact with, I guess, a prince of another kingdom, and in the kingdom they had an amazing, I guess you would call it, medical field or whatever. And she realized she's very beautiful, so people liked her for her looks more than for her talents. And so she realized that instead of doing that, she cut her hair, and she decided to like work hard in a sense of, I am going to study hard, I am going to simply work hard to get the life she wants. She wanted to be an herbalist in the kingdom, and it showed how it may not be, having the biggest muscles, but sometimes your mind and your will to help others can also be like a motivating factor. So seeing her makes you like, okay, working hard, work smarter, not harder, kind of thing. Definitely
some Shikamaru type stuff.
Yeah, right. Like Shikamaru, and because of that, it's like seeing it in a different way through a female character than I've seen it in millions of ways with like a male protagonist. Resonated with me. It's like, oh, okay, whether it be content, you're like, and wanting to, I like you guys, I had a hard time being satisfied with myself and what I made, and comparing constantly to others in a way that became unhealthy, to where I couldn't even make my own what I felt was okay because I compared it to someone else, and I was like, well, that's trash. Mine is trash.
Yeah, that. Oh my god! Don't even get me started on
And
that.
you don't even want to make anything because you already think it's going to be bad. So what's the point? And seeing her saying like, people like, oh, you know, you're just a pretty girl. You should just be like a concubine in the kingdom. Like, you shouldn't be like, what's the point of all this? And seeing her be like, no, I am going to do what I said to do. I don't care about y'all.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of do you like you said, Chermo,
like going against the norm.
And Stro, yeah, going against the norm, doing what you want, and you know, being a little bit selfish about what you want in life. Like, there are certain things you should care about yourself first, because first of all, how can you care about others if you don't even care about yourself? So, you know, all starts inward. And so I was like, yo, a lot of these protagonists go through that, and it's like, wow, that's me. Like, you're like seeing the anime, you're like, that's me. Not that we all just put ourselves in a protagonist chair every time we see an anime, but
right. No, I mean, man, anime has a good way of has a beautiful way of showing us like, what am I trying to say? It has a good way of showing us like these lessons that they try to portray. You know what I'm saying? And in just such a beautiful way. I really wish I would have watched One Piece, or if I was caught up to One Piece. I feel like One Piece has a lot of moments, like where kind of like there's a scene. I'm kind of upset that I spoiled myself from it, because I do want to start One Piece at one point, but I'm sure you know, but it's like, it's this character with like some big what do you call those teeth? That
like walrus teeth, and he's blue by any chance? I know. I can't.
I mean, he was doing like the little blood transfusion thing to Luffy.
Yes.
And I seen that whole scene, bro. Yeah, I was so, man, I ain't even seen the show, and I watched that. I was like, oh my god, I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
But he's saying like it doesn't matter like what like race, color, creature you are. We should all be able to, like, you know, get along type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
One Piece alone, with the amount of lessons of loyalty and friendship, and then you have your shonen, like, train hard, but it definitely gives a sense of family in One Piece, definitely a sense of community, of having your crew. And you know, you may all be different, like you said, they're different backgrounds, different situations they come from, different things they've ran from, and it's like a mosh posh of people together, but they all work together, and they help each other. You know, it shows the powerful of friendship. Like,
that reminds me, Gon and Killua's friendship in Hunter x Hunter is like
pure off the rip.
Yeah, but like the lesson in it is that, like, always be nice to people, because if you have the chance to be friends with someone, do it, because you never know what somebody's going through. Like Killua, when Gon first met Killua, I thought Killua was just like a little happy kid, you know, kind of like Gon, just got their own doing their own little things, living their happy life. But I mean, he has a brother who was haunting him. He had a household that he did not want to be in, and so like when he went back home, he was miserable. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I took from that just always be nice to people, because you really do never know like what they got to deal with when they're at home, or what they got to deal with outside of work. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. So man, I almost forgot about that one. But yeah,
poor Killua.
Man, gosh. You feeling so bad for him, man. He has to be the best. He's my favorite, like, not protagonist, but like side character. He's not a side character because he's really, really an integral part of the show, but he's not Gon. He's not Goku. He's like Goku's. He's like Vegeta to Goku. You know what I'm saying? But I think Killua is like the best side character I've ever seen in any other anime.
Yeah.
Well, debatable actually, and now I think about more, but he's definitely up there.
Oh, 100%.
Chermo, you like you was thinking about somebody else.
I was. I mean, but I'm so biased.
Who did is it Darling? Is that a Darling character?
Yeah, 02, bro.
Yeah,
I love
02.
02.
Girl too.
Oh man, it's good, bro. Her story and
That was sad.
bro. I just
Yeah.
he's literally
So
my
sad.
favorite character ever. But Kill is number 2.
He'd do anything for Gon, bro. He would do anything for Gon.
Yeah, he literally
Yeah.
drop everything.
Man,
And likewise,
Bro,
facts.
the other way around. Like,
Facts.
and it's so sad whenever they're splitting at the end.
Yeah, when they were like when they were walking
and he
away.
turned away, and he's like,
Yeah.
he's sad
Yeah,
when he walked away.
bro,
I was
when he
like,
turned-
no.
They had the music playing and everything. I'm like, oh my god.
I
Killy
like,
was so sad to see him go.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, I missed that show, man.
And that was another one, bro. It took me so long to finish because I was like, I don't want this to end.
I mean, yeah. I remember when you were like under my stream and update, be like, all right, I'm at this part. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get to Chimera, and you're like, bro, this arc trash. I'm like, I know, just wait.
Oh,
wait.
bro.
Because the start of that arc was so disappointing. I'm like, ooh, Gon's gonna meet his dad. Not
Nope.
about to fight ants. I'm like, yeah, that's some bullshit. But yeah, so did y'all have any other points that y'all wanted to add? Oh,
do what you want.
facts.
Yo.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys take anything from this video, do what you want, have fun, don't stress too much, right?
Mhm.
Be nice to people and animals. The animal part came from me.
I'm going vegan next week.
Are you?
I
yeah.
am.
Sure.
I am.
Chermo's going vegan, so we'll keep tabs on that. But
Yeah, we'll have follow-ups for sure.
yeah, are you doing like full off the rip, or are you gonna like ease your way into it?
I'm doing full off the rip. The only thing.
Go hard or go home.
Hey,
I'm gonna have some ranch, okay?
Hey, that's fine,
ranch.
bro.
hey, yeah.
I like ranch.
Hey,
I like
vegan ranch. I heard there's a lot of vegan alternatives.
Oh, yeah.
There's
that
a
are, like,
lot
really
of vegan
good. Yeah.
alternatives.
Never mind. I'll go look for some vegan ranches then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it might not be as good. Like some
Yeah.
vegan,
It
some
may not
vegan,
be as
some
good.
some vegan cheese is just terrible. But
Yeah. Over time, your palate will change,
Mhm.
but just hang in there.
and reward yourself. You know,
Yo.
if you going
Oreos
like,
are vegan.
thank you. Oreos are my favorite cookies, and I was so happy when I found out they were vegan. Oreos and Pringles, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Oreos are vegan?
Yes, Oreos
Mhm.
are vegan. There's a lot of Pop Tarts that are vegan too. You gotta read the back of
Yeah.
the box. A lot of cereal.
Yeah.
There's a lot of vegan stuff. You wouldn't like think that it would be vegan, but you just gotta look and read the ingredients. But
Okay.
we're getting off topic. So, yeah, that'll do it for episode 3.
So 3.
Let us know what y'all think about Attack on Titan episode 1, season 4. Thoughts on Jujutsu. Any lessons, kind of what we talked about. If you guys had any lessons or things that you want to share, just let us know in the comment section below. Cool. But yeah.
Don't forget to leave a like.
Yeah.
You know,
I always forget that.
for more.
I never like. I feel kind of uncomfortable asking for like, but you kind of had to, you know, because
You have to.
people will forget. 'Cause, like honestly, I watch YouTubers that I support all the time, but I would not like the video unless they like remind me,
Yeah.
or unless I remember
yeah,
to.
same.
But like I forget a lot of the time. So yeah, leave a like T-Dub said. And if you watch until the end, you are a real one, and I love you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, to the end.
Yeah, you gotta watch to the end. But yeah, that'll do it. We'll see y'all next week. Hopefully everybody be caught up on Attack on Titan and Jujutsu. I do want to spill the beans about them.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna go play some Cyberpunk. So
Same.
Yep.
deuces.
Okay.